Good morning. So I've been very honored to be here and also listening to what the education, let's say, professors share what the education sector. But now I'm trying to bring a different angle at technology, how the technology is supporting I think the transformation in education. So that's why Huawei is more focused on the technology side. So I will give you a very short brief. What is Huawei? Huawei last year we have been let's see revenue achieved about $120 billion, this is showing in RMB. But Huawei more focus. Actually, it's not more. It's focused on the information and communication technology. You can see we have 5 parts, which is cloud computing, digital power, and intelligent autonomous services, ICT infrastructure, and consumer business. Maybe you know, most of the people know in Huawei doing terminals or this, but actually the ICT infrastructure business is a core business of Huawei. All the capabilities come from there. More on that, every year we have been invest 20% of our revenue on the R&D. This is something that I think we have been, most of the people know that we are facing in the past 5-6 years, we are facing a big challenge. So how make Huawei be survive as today? I think we have been heavily invest on the R&D sectors. We have been ranking top 6 globally in all the companies for R&D. Last year, we invest more than $23 billion in R&D. We have 210,000 staff. Among them, 55% are R&D engineers. So around 110,000 staffs. So this is showing that Huawei is putting all this, let's say, money in the R&D side. So, but look at today. I want to show you some things. That digital technology, when you talk about AI, actually from digital and AI, will go to any industry. So will impact not only the education sector, but also the society we are living today. So we believe that to improve the skills or even, let's say capabilities of digital and AI is also very important. Any sector, even today you are looking at, even your major is finance, you need to spend maybe 40% of your time on AI because anti-fraud, risk control, you cannot use your brain, you cannot use the paper, you need to use machine, you need no technology. If you don't know the technology, you are not to embrace them. You are scared. You say, okay, it may be happening something I don't know. So we believe it's now and also in the future more heavily. If you look at the GDP for growth, the number one is on the smart economy. We call it smart economy is around 18%. That means the prosperity, also even the GDP growth part, majorly it will come from AI. The growth part, if you go look at the traditional, it's only 2%. So how we need talent? We need the people, the talent who know this kind of, let's say, digital technologies. And we believe in the next 5, even to 1 decade, 10 years, the 18% will be average growth on the smart economy. Then we look at how is China. If you look at China, how the China is different than before because of the high education. If you look at the GDP from 2001 and 2024, it's around 14 times. This year we will have more than 13 million students graduate from university, and it's around 13 times. This become today's China. And if you look at, we are not doing only today. I think China also, starting from 2001, have been introduced that the campus network must introduce in the school. So it's not only let everybody at school, every children, but always let you enjoy the latest technology. And also, in 2025, even today, there's 9 ministries together with the Ministry of Education to pushing that AI into the universities. I think this is showing that when you have a talent cultivations to introduce latest technology is very important. I will show you several, let's say, cases which Huawei working with. And first one is with the Shenyang, today we have been four pillars, which is very related to, Tier 3 Digital Asia. So in four pillars, in the digital talent cultivation and also teaching, smart campus, and also on the research side, part. I will show you how Huawei are supporting those, especially in China. First one, I'm showing you that we are doing this with the Shenyang University of Institute. It's not a very famous university, even it's a private university. It's around 27 to 28,000 students. Last year, we introduced all these, like digital tools in every major. You can see the teacher, the classroom is not the traditional classroom. They are showing something that you can work with some latest tools. Also, we are showing that how we do. We bring fully information and communication technology into the campus. As I said before, the digital tools or digital capabilities, digital skills will go to every major. So whatever major you are studying in the university, you need to learn, or at least you have a basic competence to have digital or in the future AI. So we bring, if you look at the classroom, we build for them. You see, when the students is studying in university, but behind it's machines. But these digital machines is improving them and helping them to more easily connect it to the society. Because if you only just read on the books and do many things on the books, and when you go to market and society, difficult for you. It's a big challenge because students in the university for 4 years and the society are changing, improving, especially in China. It's changing every year. So we need to adapt them. The skills which they learn in the university can serve in the society more easily, more fast. So we also provide a training and also professional lectures. But most of them, we give them 1 or 3 months for them training, support them. And later, it's all the professors in the university to deliver all the class and courses to them. And beyond that, I think when we talk about the digitalizations, I think that the basic things, we need to bring a very basic digital services to the students, because the most important in the university is student and teacher. So we work, in Zhejiang Suzhou University. It's the same. We're helping them to bring the DeepSeek, as you know. DeepSeek is in January this year. It's very, exploring very fast. And that time is Chinese New Year. So we're helping them to deliver very fast into the, computing, machines for them to have, AI capabilities. You see, the lesson planning through AI with DeepSeek, and also the test, and also to have cues, and later even have a knowledge graph. Later, I will also explain our smart classroom. That teaching individual is very important. Individual teaching is very important. Before, we only have a standard education. Now we need towards individual. That's why the knowledge graph is very important. Sometimes I already know this knowledge. Don't push me again, because for me it's already done. I want to know something that I find have challenge or I didn't know. So this is something that AI is helping. So this is something also, when we provide the fully solution for them, you can see the AI assisted teaching and learning, and also evaluations. The evaluation is not towards the students, but also towards our professors, and also give them, now to evaluate, because the education is a long time job. It's difficult for you to see that how it's good of the professors. It's also interesting. And in the initial phase, the professor that refused. No, they said, no, I don't want to take it because you cannot evaluate me. But we still get several young professors said, okay, they want to try. I think it's also good. And also we provided the fully a smart classroom solution for them to understand and to really have an individual, because when you have a video record in the classroom, they will analyze your behavior. and to give you advice and recommendation to improve. And based on the, the AI, let's say, assistant system, they can help you to traverse really individual educations. Otherwise, you cannot achieve that. Maybe we think, individual educations is really good, but you need technology, you need tools to achieve it. And then we together work with the Chongqing University to provide, we like to have a long-term planning. So sometimes in university, you launch a lot of projects. And one project, second project, a lot of projects, is say, okay, is improving the digitalizations. But as today, the leaders in university, they want to see a long-term plan. So we work with the Chongqing University, which is also top university in China. And we said, okay, let's do it in 5-year plan. We deliver something that's based on the big, let's say, plans and phase by phases. This is something we did with them. Not only provide the digital service to the students, but also to improve the digital infrastructure of the university, to helping them really spend money that they know and they want. And also you can see we fully have 100% wireless, let's say, network coverage. And also we have been converged more than 200 AR courses for them. And also, to basic maintenance, the equipment in the lab reduced dramatically, almost 60–70%. And also, to improve the efficiency, in the university sometimes the seats it's idle, or sometimes they are rushing and in the peak time. And when you make your appointment before, it's much more improving the efficiency. This is something not related to the education itself, but is providing really good services to helping the students, helping the university to provide. If, for example, if you in the university, you never, all your service, let's say, experience for the digital is bad. How can you expect a student when they graduate, they have a good, digital skills or good digital competence? It's difficult. It's very difficult. So the last point I want to share with you is for the research. We have been built with the China Southeast University for, let's say, university level, let's say, R&D platform with the AR computing power with the Huawei Ascent, let's say, AR computing chipset. Before in the university, I'm a professor, I apply a project, so I have it. So second, you have it. But most students, they don't have a computing power. So when we realize this is a big challenge, and we together with Southeast, let's see, is a vice president of this university, we built a unique, let's see, research platform for all students, everyone. You can apply, but you need to apply in advance to see, okay, where I want to know. Before, it only belonged to very small portion of let's say, laboratories or students or professors. Now we just delivering another one in Shanghai Jiaotong University, even 10 times bigger than this platform. It's the biggest one in China now, to deliver to all Jiaotong University students, at least for them to feel that how to do with AI. Because today we said AI is doing this, AI doing this. What is AI? AI, you need to have data. You need to have algorithm. You need to have a computing power. Because AI doesn't know anything as long as before they get a high quality of data. They need the data. So who provides this kind of data? So university can provide data. Then, students can work on algorithm. But you need also computing power. If you don't have a computing power, how can you talk about AI? Because this is the 3 fundamental elements for them. So we helping them to build for the research department. Yeah. And Shanghai Jiaotong University is more beyond the research. So we've been helping them, on different, on gene, sequence, on drug, R&D, on CXL services. So we're helping them, but also they also supporting us to improve Huawei's solution capabilities. Because we are not, when we design this kind of products, it's not perfect support all this kind of different major. But when they have problems, we know, then we improve. We put in the next versions. So this is something that while we have been, how do we support, especially on the higher educations. But looking on in the future, we said, before there's information, then digital, then we go to intelligence. But still, we have still have around 700 million students in the world still not connected. This is something that we need to push every country and authorities and policy makers to improve on that. And also in the digital time, we have been done some, but still, when we go moving on the intelligent part, the most important is practice. It's not. I think I just heard from our friend from Korea that okay, we don't need teacher. I think it's very good. The students need to learn by themselves, but we believe that even university, you need to have more practice time. Let them to practice whatever majors. As long as you are related to AI, you need practice. We believe that even more than 60% need to be improved on the practice. We just did a survey, and we are trying to do a piloting in China with, we call it AI lab. It's like you do physics. If you're learning physics, you not only spend all your time on the books, you will go to physics lab. And if later, in the future, AI will go to every major, you need to have even you were learning major for the artist, but you need to learn that how the AI, have a beautiful picture with, hand painting are different. You need to spend time. You need to understand this technology. So we are now doing with the top universities are doing AI lab really in the AI, let's say, courses. But these courses will be for the AI, let's say, major related or purely non-AI related, nothing with technology. For example, artists, let's see, agriculture, finance, nothing we do. We do a two-part. But we require them to spend different time because of different major on AI labs. But we still on the pilot time. But we do believe that in the future, the practice will be more important to have just information. As the chair just said, the information and knowledge are really different. So I hope that today, even in the future, THE maybe to make some criteria on who is the best, let's say, university in the world. But this AI with data, with algorithm, with computing power need to take more into considerations to showing that how is the digital transformation, how the talent cultivation in our university can be more competent in the society when they graduate from university. So thank you very much.